All right, welcome back to Fresno Forward. I'm Brock Tatum, and we have Charlie in the box in the studio for the second time. Charlie is out there relentlessly educating the public and everybody he comes into contact with about down-to-earth explanations of what is happening to the common man in this country. And he's extremely popular on YouTube, and he's with us tonight to give us another dose of truth. So, Charlie, welcome.
What's going on, brother? Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. All right, now, on your last video that I saw on YouTube, you burned a copy of the Constitution.
Yeah.
All right, and you had a pretty good explanation for it, but just for everybody watching right now, why did that happen?
Okay, see, one thing with my videos is that I try to explain things in the layman's terms, really that the common person can understand them, because most people watch the news and they really don't understand it. So what I did was I wanted to show the people that in the beginning of our country 235 years ago, we had a constitutional republic. And what was the reason for that? Is because the people throughout history have always been controlled by government. Government's always had all the power, all the control, all the industries, and everything is them. So what our founding fathers did is they said, you know what, we're going to give a different kind of republic, and it's going to be a constitutional republic that we break up the forms of government in three separate powers: your legislation, your judicial, and your executive. So not one entity has that much power. As they did that, the common man got to be free. We got to own property. We had the right to speech. We had all these different, as we think that we have rights through our Constitution. But as we start adopting socialist programs in America, it leads you farther and farther away from having freedom into a full government-controlled communist society. And so that's what I try to do. As we get the Social Security, we get welfare, we get WIC, we get AFDC, we get First Five, we get the banking bailouts, we get every other socialist program. They're all socialist programs. They don't tell you it like that. They tell you it's a bailout. They tell you it's doing something for you. But at the end of all that, all it is communism. And that's where our government's taking us at. So I just try to explain it to the people. That's why if we don't do something about it, our rights are going to be wiped away. And that's what they're doing to us. So that's why I burned it in.
It's kind of like incrementalism is a term that's sort of being used now, where the government is just slowly taking steps, and coming on our freedoms just a little bit at a time so that people don't notice, the big picture.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that you touch on every once in a while.
Okay, see, look, one thing is America, what you really need to understand is that what your country was founded on, and it's a constitutional republic. Your constitution does not give you rights. See, most people think I have the right to freedom of speech. I have the right to own property. Do you really? Do you really? What the Constitution is a binding contract to hold back the government of freedoms and liberties that it cannot take away from the public. You cannot take away their property. You cannot stop them from yelling out what they want. You cannot stop them from bearing arms, to form a militia. Most people think that the Second Amendment right as forming a militia is to fight from a foreign entity that wants to invade our country. That's not what it is. It's to fight back and hold back your government of any tyranny that they're going to do to you. So I'm trying my hardest, brother. I'm trying my hardest. America, please, I beg you guys. I beg you guys. The information that I give out, it's the best for everybody. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm not trying to do anything. I love my life. I love where I'm at in my life, and I don't want to change it. But it's my obligation as an American to understand exactly what our government's doing and to stand up for our constitutional republic. Because if we don't do nothing about it, we're losing our rights. Hey, come on, man. Look at the big picture. Look what they're doing. If you stay looking at this tube that we're looking at right now, and you don't just step back a little bit and look at the big picture, what they're doing, like, whoa, hold on, that just don't look right. Well, 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5. It just doesn't make sense. But that's what they're teaching our kids. They don't teach your kids in American history anymore. They teach them social studies. They don't teach you constitutional law. They teach you case law. Why are they doing this to us? Why are they social media, social networking, social this, social that? Because they're taking you to a socialist society which ends in communism, America.
So, yeah. Now can you explain to us a little bit about the expansion of the police state as you see it?
What I see, what I first started educating myself to understand what a police state is, it's to control every aspect of your life, to watch over you. And see, if they were to tell the people, look, check it out, we're going to go into your restrooms, we're going to be following you on the streets, we're going to track everywhere you're going, and we want to even know where your kids are going. But the people would be like, no, I ain't going to do that. Well, look, look, for your safety, we're going to put this tracking device on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just for your safety. Just in case you don't have an ID and you get lost somewhere, we could just scan you, and we know where you're at, we could take you home. But they don't tell you like that, because you know what? Most people that are religious, they're going to say, no, that's the mark of the beast, and I don't want that. So what they do is they just hide it in your cell phone. Now they can find out all the texting that you're doing, all the messages that you're doing, everywhere you're going at every aspect of your life, when you go to sleep, when you wake up, because as soon as you get up, you're on your freaking road, you're doing your thing. And then, hey, but whenever you go to a mall, there's cameras following you everywhere. You go to McDonald's, there's cameras following you everywhere. When you're driving down the streets, America, today, if it hasn't hit your city yet, it's coming to your city. There's cameras all over the city of Fresno. And they first put them in high crime areas. Because you know what? We have to keep those people in those areas really safe. Because if I go downtown, I want to be safe. I want to go see a baseball game, right? Do you feel safe down there still? Have they stopped the crimes over there on Motel Drive? All this prostitution, is it gone yet? No, it's still there. They're not there for that. They're there to watch us, America. They're there to control every aspect of your lives. And the way to do that is to watch you.
So when the government says they're going to do something for you, what does that mean to you?
Well, to me, one thing that I learned is somebody that I met, their grandfather's in the military for years and years and years. And he has told his grandson this. Whenever the government does something for you, or they want you to come over here because we got some rations for you, we got some water, we got some food for you, you want to go the opposite of that. Because what happened in Katrina, when all those people went to that NFL stadium, there was some rapes there, there was no water, there was a lot of turmoil, the restrooms weren't working, and they didn't do what they should have done. So whenever government tells you they're going to do something for you, they're actually going to do something to you. That's the way to look at it. Look at the way the system's set up. When you give someone welfare, when you give someone WIC, are you actually helping them? Because a lot of people that are liberal, they say, well, we just have to help those people. We just have to help because they're down and out. But are you enabling them? Because that's what government do. They want you to be dependent on them. That's not what you need to do. So think about it. Are you actually helping them? Or are you enabling them? And that's what government does. They want you dependent on government, people.
All right, Charlie. Once again, everybody, check out his YouTube channel. Just search for Charlie in the Box, and you'll see he's got a lot of good information on there. And once again, just, it's a lot of information to take in. Just take one topic and do your own research. And, lights are going to flick on, and you're going to start moving on to something else, and you're going to realize Charlie was onto it first. So check it out. All right, thank you, Charlie, for being here.
It's all good, man.
All right. Fresno Forward, we're out for tonight. We'll see you next week. Be sure to check out FresnoForward.com. Thank you.
Check it out.
CentralValleyTalk.com